Welcome back to the WHHI Sports TV Best of the Bulls. Marcus, Daniel, and Justin with you, and joining us now is the head coach of the Beaufort Eagles, state champs for the first time since 1945, and doing it in a new division, 8-3A. It's Bryce Lybrand joining us. Coach, want to talk to you and ask you real quick about the comparisons between this year's team and last year's team, obviously being able to get it done and hoist up that state title trophy this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just part of it was just how we handled the week. It was just a lot more business-like this year. More focused on winning the game and not quite as much worried about kind of all the extra stuff that's going on. It's kind of hard to get used to. So, as a head coach, there were probably some things that I needed to get better at. And so we kind of did some things different this year and obviously ended up with a better result.
Yeah, hey, Coach, good to see you. I was just talking with Justin before we came on air. He said it's probably the most exciting atmosphere in a high school football game he's ever seen. Now, watching it at home, you couldn't hear the crowd noise nearly as much, so it sucked a little of the excitement out. But even watching it, even as a fan who watched all your games and called some of your games this season, it was awesome. I mean, I'm jumping up and down at home by myself like a little schoolboy. It was so exciting to watch what was transpiring there. One of the things, though, that I don't, everybody's talking about Casey Fields and Colton Fairs with good reason. Two of maybe the best football players in high school we've all witnessed. But that offensive line, I heard Hart Cushman say we're the biggest offensive line in the state. I wasn't aware of that. But can you talk about that offensive line, that unit, not only their size, but their athleticism and just I said it was the maulers versus the ballers. And you guys just mauled them.
Yeah, they've been really good, and they kind of got better as the year went on. And by the time we hit the playoffs, we had kind of hit our stride and felt good in the running game. And those guys just did a really great job. Hard up front. With Justin Weinberg and Aaron Lamb. Those are three seniors, and then having Adrian Lamb and Kenshawn Speaks. Adrian's a junior, Kenny's a freshman. And then we kind of throw Michael Dennison in with that group. So, all those guys have just done a great job and, kind of handled the move to a two-back system really well when we went to it. And so, we got in the game, and as the game wore on, we just felt good running behind them, so we just stuck with it. So, not a whole lot of adjustments have to be made when they're playing the way they're playing.
Coach, we are so proud of you and the entire school, the team. Just way to go, way to bring one for the Lowco, and congrats again. Already looking forward to what you guys have to offer next year. We'll talk to you a little bit down the line, and again, congratulations, and thanks for joining us on the Best of the Bulls here on WHHI Sports.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Bryce.
Well, that'll about do it for this edition of the Best of the Bulls. Certainly want to thank my partner, Daniel Cort, and all the guys led by Justin Jarrett over at LowcoSports for everything this season. It's been a very fun season.
It's been a blast.
And we're definitely looking forward to next year. It'll be here before you know it. But actually, before we get to next football season, we've got basketball to do. Kevin Libby will be joining me courtside for basketball season. I know Justin, you and Wes and company will be at as many games as you can get to, and covering that up probably already with podcast information and whatnot.
Oh yeah, the Lowco Hoops Report is already off the ground. We recorded the first one and released it last week, and we'll have that every week to keep you up to speed on everything that's happening in the Lowco hoop scene. And of course, we're out there covering games and bringing you highlights on last night in the Lowco and last weekend in the Lowco. We're doing on Mondays now to get you caught up on everything happening over the weekend with basketball season.
A little bit more going on with basketball than just the Friday nights with football.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a every night thing in basketball and wrestling season.
For Daniel Cort, Justin Jarrett, the rest of our great WHHI and LowcoSports crews, I'm Marcus Walsh. Thanks so much for tuning in to this edition of the Best of the Bulls in 2022. And remember, until next time,
go Lowco.
And happy holidays. We'll see you soon.